Guys, the commentary community is just terrible, man. I don't know how you guys watch these creators. I don't know how you guys deal with us, but man, we're just terrible. We do horrible things. We are among the worst of society, and at the end of the day, the things that we're contributing are leading to the complete degradation of society. It's been pretty sad to watch, honestly, from my position. I mean, you guys know I'm holier than thou, and when it comes down to it, I watch people and I see what they do, and I just realize how much better I am than all of them. So, with that being said, I kind of want to just spend some time today breaking down a little something that happened on Twitter. Really should have never have happened in the first place, but I think it was ridiculous. Now, full clarity here, I guess. I'd say I'm pretty cool with pretty much everyone that this whole thread here that we're about to go through was targeting, right? So it's pretty clear that this guy's talking about Augie RFC, Bo Blacks, Nicholas Diorio, John Swan, those guys, right, who I have collaborated with in the past. I did the P-Score video last year with Bo Blacks and Nicholas Diorio. I think all of them were pretty much involved in the Commentary Crusade video against Pokimane. And yeah, they are, kind of like their own little group, I guess. Like, they frequently interact with each other, I guess, on Twitter. They're always on Augie's show after hours. They collaborate in videos and stuff like that all the time. They are kind of a little group or whatever, but there was this Twitter thread made by another creator by the name of Def Noodles, who is apparently the funniest comedian of all time. You probably know this guy. He's been in every stand-up comedy club across the country, from California to New York, and there's just no way to out-joke this guy. He is by far the funniest man who's ever lived, and, he's really got satire down, He's got satire down so well that anytime you say anything about any of his content or anything that he does, that's the immediate response, bro. So I want to preface this whole video by giving my first and, well, really last before all this, interaction with Def Noodles. Now, he followed me on Twitter, and he got really hyped up over this story. Now, one of the D'Amelio girls from TikTok, who's like 15, had a video in which she was vaping get released. Now, to most of us, we really don't give a fuck if some 15-year-old girl was vaping on the internet, but a lot of people, were really upset by this, and Def Noodles, of course, jumped on this to cover it because that's what he does. It's all satire. So he had to, of course, give his satirical take on this 15-year-old vaping by, making a lot of good jokes and making a lot of content about it. And by, well, I don't know, contacting her fucking parents through DMs for a quote-unquote statement. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating that in any way. This grown-ass man contacted a 15-year-old girl's parents to get a statement from them about her vaping on a video on the internet. Yeah, that is a little weird, isn't it? I think a lot of us can agree on that. A little unnecessary, and honestly, at the end of the day, going completely far and beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to making any sort of internet content, but that was my first run-in with him. I made fun of him on Twitter for it. He then unfollowed me. I lost the Def Noodles unfollow, which was pretty big because, he's such a great journalist and he's so funny. So recently he came after who I would call some of my internet friends, like Nicholas Diorio, Augie, Bo Blacks, and whatnot, and he made a lot of very bolsterous claims that I think are absolutely fucking ridiculous. And like usual, he's trying to hide from any criticism that he got for it. So I thought, I'd jump into this entire thing. I'd defend these guys because it's absolutely ridiculous. So let's go ahead and start taking a look through this thread, and I'll pick everything apart one by one afterwards. Conclusion: there's a group of YouTubers who attempt to present themselves as the moral center of the commentary community. These same folks dogpile on other YouTubers whenever they get the chance. Don't get it twisted, they'd never face off one-on-one, they need the group. The irony of it all is that if you fight back or respond, they deem you sensitive. If you don't respond, then they run you over. I'm from Brazil. I moved to America by myself when I was 12 with nothing. I don't run away, and I'm not apologizing for standing up for myself. This group of YouTubers are right now going on a stream where they will most likely read this thread in an attempt to mock me. I say do it. Keep laughing at me. Just don't try to later say this isn't funny. Turkey Tom replied with coward. He said, you want some too, bro, don't even get me started. Augie, of course, responded saying, you asked for the conversation, but alright, which he got. Bro, why would I ask to be on your channel? You literally invited me before through someone else and I didn't go for a reason, and then you complained about it after I went on Swan's stream. Augie, of course, invited him onto his platform, which I was actually on that stream last night and everything, so Augie said, I'm live right now if you want to talk, and Def Noodles responds with, why would I go on your show? If I wanted to talk to piles of rocks sitting in a closet, I can do my own rock collection in my own apartment. By the way, very clever to attack someone only to bait them to bring their audience into your channels. Props for that. Still a scummy tactic. Def Noodle says, this page's bio and pen tweet describe its intention. If I'm hiding anything, I'm pretty awful at hiding it. After Augie basically shit on him for using excuses for everything that he does because he's afraid of criticism. Kavos jumped in, said, bro, you cried in 2 videos about me criticizing your content on stream. You can't handle it. He said, why you delete your tweet, bro? Also doubling down on curbing freedom of expression. Good luck if you're a fascist. Nicholas Diorio snipes him a little bit. Def Noodle says, aren't you the guy who's been following me from alt accounts and quote retweeting me shade for months? Here's all the attention you requested. This is all you get. Okay. Then take a look at these great tweets here. 15 hours ago, absolute genius makes video telling the world he's madly in love with me. I'll explain this in a second. Augie basically rips him a new asshole because it's I'll explain it here in a second, but you know, he of course can't take the criticism. He has to try and be sarcastic again. He later went on to claim that Augie and these, I guess, commentators that he's pointing out in this thread are misogynistic and they border the line of fascist, okay? Now, this is something very incredible to me, okay? They border the line of fascist beliefs, they're misogynistic. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Augie and the boys, they definitely make some, I would say, messed up jokes sometimes. They definitely got a little bit of a twisted sense of humor, which I think is actually okay. I don't really see the big deal in that. But what I don't think we're going to sit here and do is claim that these guys are dabbling in fascist ideologies. I wish I could show you guys some more screenshots, but this pussy ended up blocking me after I made fun of him on Twitter a little bit. So apparently now if you make jokes, you're now dabbling in fascist ideologies. I mean, the way that this guy talks about it, right? The way that this guy presents this entire thing, you would think that Augie is like reading literal fascist manifestos on stream, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just on there presenting this ideology to his fans, which most of the time, at least from the episodes of Augie's show that I've really captured, it's basically just fucking internet drama, or it's them playing video games and laughing about stupid topics. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I've watched every single thing Augie has ever made or that Bo Blacks and Nick have ever streamed, but to make the claim that they're, like, legitimately terrible people, like fascists and misogynists because of some stuff that they say in jest on the internet is ridiculous. And what it really is an intention to do, at least from what I see, is he's trying to throw bad credit onto their names to make his opposition, quote-unquote, look worse when, you know, because he can't do it with an actual argument. And the reason he can't do it through an actual argument, the reason this all started, a couple hundred sub-commentary YouTube channel made a video about Def Noodles, right? I'll link that down in the pinned comment below if you want to go check that out. What Def Noodles did, he went out of his way to find this fucking video. He then tweeted it out, you know, with that screenshot I showed you, the absolute genius makes video telling the world he's madly in love with me, because when you're a larger creator and someone critiques you on the internet, what you do is you take the link and you very passive-aggressively tweet it out in a very clear attempt to get your fans to go dislike the video and send hate their way. That's the way you should respond to that whole situation, right? Now let me explain to you the Def Noodles defense here, okay? It's actually a very good one. So basically, anytime you're called out for anything, you basically just say it's satire. Like when he DM'd the Emilio's parents over a fucking vaping video on the internet, that was satire. Or if anyone quote-unquote misunderstands your account, you're just being satirical. You're not actually just doing some stupid shit, it's all satire. You've been in every comedy club across the country, which, by the way, is not an impressive feat to say when, like, 80% of comedy clubs I've ever seen have amateur nights or open mic nights where literally anyone can get on stage. It really means about as much as saying you've been to every car wash in your city. It really isn't that impressive of a feat. Especially if you're not fucking funny, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say, this guy definitely is not a very good comedian in my opinion, but yeah, he makes all these ridiculous claims and he gets very clearly fucking mad about a video that a small commentator made, but it's all satire and it's all in goof and jest, right? So I said something, I think I was pretty, you know, reasonable when I said this. I think it was not really that bad, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I took this one a bit far. I said, please shut up, pussy boy, and wait for another 15-year-old to smoke on video to pay your bills. Good job on following me too because I shit on you. Now, unfortunately, this tweet ended up getting me blocked by this guy, which is weird because comedians, for the most part, they have thick skin, right? Like, you think Dave Chappelle, if he got fucking attacked by someone on Twitter, you think he would just go block that person because they brought up a good point? No, he would just go on stage and make fun of you and make $300 million doing it, right? You gotta be a pretty shit comedian to get called out on the internet and then block people. And I wasn't the only one he blocked. He went on a big blocking spree, apparently. So I had to have people grab screenshots for me to even make this video. So I guess I'm just not understanding the humor here. I'm not understanding the joke here. I mean, why wouldn't I understand the humor about making random fucking boisterous claims about people on the internet that honestly can be pretty career damaging because they called you out for getting mad about a small commentator roasting you in a video and you getting fucking upset. So remember, the comedian who is doing everything satirically here made a deep thread about how horrible all these guys are and whatnot, how they're so bad, how they just attack him, how they just tear him apart. And he keeps insinuating, oh, I can take criticism. But then once again, when Kavos made very minor remarks, might I add, about him on stream, Def Noodles literally uploaded 2 videos about to cry, saying that Kavos almost made him quit YouTube. I think it's just fun to highlight the clownery like this because these are the people that we share a community with, right? There's the side of the commentary community that just doesn't give a fuck. I like to say that I'm part of that. Like, I just get on here and make videos at the end of the day. I mean, if you don't like them, I really don't care. If you do like them, that's great. It's cool, right? But then you have this side of the community where it's like, they like to, they throw these fucking claims up about people, man. They're so thin-skinned. They're just afraid to say, I'm kind of a puss, and I don't like it when people say bad things about me. And I know Def Noodles is going to watch this video, and I'm sure he won't tweet it out in any way, shape, or form. He'll keep me blocked if he does, though, so I can't, respond to him. So Def Noodles, my man, I don't know what you thought you were doing here. It wasn't the way. And realistically, what it comes down to, the reason why people are kind of tearing into you, at least from my perspective, is the way you go about things, okay? If you went about them a little bit differently, I feel like you wouldn't get the shit that you're getting right now. But then you do the things that you're doing and then wonder why people say things about it. Like, congratulations making it from Brazil to the United States and building a life for yourself, bro. But, like, that really has nothing to do with the point at hand. And it doesn't make me feel sorry for you because you're getting toasted on the internet, rightfully so. So I just wanted to make a little bit of a little response video, I guess, here and throw this all out here for everybody to see. I just want to point out that all my videos are completely satire. I'm not serious when I make these videos, guys. I dedicate my life to this, but it's all satirical. Even this video is satirical. Everything I make is satirical. Everything that I've ever said is satirical. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, apparently friends with some just terrible people. And signing out.